Okay, so last week I had genuinely one of the best days I've had in months. Everything went right. Got my work done early, had an amazing lunch, even managed to go for a run without my brain screaming at me to stop. And you know what I spent 2 hours obsessing over that night? The fact that someone left me on red, one person, out of an entire good day. Why are we like this? Why does our brain do the thing where we can have 99 things going well and we'll still zoom in on the one slightly annoying thing like it's a national emergency? Well, there's actually a psychological reason for that. And more importantly, there's a way to fix it that doesn't involve pretending everything's perfect. Let's talk about it. If this is your first time here, this channel is basically me diving into psychology, mental health, and trying to figure out how to make our brains slightly less chaotic. And if you find this helpful, the like button is right there. It genuinely helps more people find these videos. And it tells me I'm not just talking to myself. All right, let's get into it. Chapter 1. Why your brain is sabotaging you. Here's the deal. Your brain wasn't designed to make you happy. I know, rude, but it's true. Your brain was designed to keep you alive, which means it's constantly scanning for threats, problems, and things that could potentially go wrong. This is called the negativity bias, and it's why you can get 10 compliments at work and still lie awake at 2 a.m. replaying the one slightly awkward comment your coworker made. Psychologists estimate that negative experiences are weighted about 3 to 5 times more heavily in our brains than positive ones, which explains a lot, honestly. Here's how I think about it. Your attention is like a spotlight in a dark room. Right now, that spotlight is probably trained on the broken chair in the corner, the crack in the wall, the thing you said 3 years ago that still makes you cringe. Gratitude doesn't fix the broken chair, but it moves the spotlight. And when you shine it around the room, you realize there's also a bookshelf full of your favorite stories, a window with decent light, a couch that is so comfortable, and a picture on the wall that you love and resonate with. The broken chair is still there. You can deal with it later, but it's not the only thing in the room anymore. But here's where it gets interesting. Gratitude. And I mean actual gratitude. Not just writing thankful for coffee in a journal and calling it a day. Gratitude interrupts that pattern. There's this researcher named Robert Emmons. He's basically the gratitude guy in psychology. And his studies found that people who practiced gratitude for just 10 weeks reported better sleep, fewer physical complaints, and felt more optimistic about their lives. Not in a toxic positivity way, like measurable, scientific differences. What's happening in your brain is this. Gratitude activates your prefrontal cortex and the brain's reward pathways, the same systems involved in motivation, connection, and emotional regulation. It's like tapping your brain on the shoulder and saying, "Hey, look over here for a second. There's good stuff happening too." Chapter 2. The moments we're missing. So I want you to think about something for a second. When was the last time you noticed a small moment and thought, "Oh, that actually made my day better"? For me, it happened 2 days ago. I was walking to my car, stressed about a deadline, and this dog stuck its head out of a car window with the most absurdly happy expression on its face, just completely thrilled to be alive and feeling the wind. And I smiled, like genuinely smiled for the first time that day. That's what I'm talking about. These moments happen constantly. The first sip of coffee that hits exactly right. Someone holding the door and making eye contact. A song coming on shuffle at the perfect moment. Your pet doing something hilariously stupid. Finding a parking spot right away and feeling like you won the lottery. We don't notice them because we're scrolling, mentally and literally. Gratitude is just the practice of slowing down enough to catch these moments before they disappear. And here's what research shows. You don't need big, dramatic blessings to feel the effects. The small stuff actually shifts your mood more because it happens every single day. You just have to start paying attention. Chapter 3. Why gratitude feels impossible sometimes. Okay, real talk for a second. If you're going through something genuinely hard right now, burnout, grief, financial stress, and someone tells you to just practice gratitude, that can feel dismissive. like someone handing you a Band-Aid for a broken leg. So let me be clear. This isn't about ignoring your struggles or pretending everything's fine when it's not. Toxic positivity is real, and it's garbage. And here's something nobody talks about. Sometimes gratitude practice can actually make you feel worse at first. I'm serious. When you start paying attention to good moments, you might also become painfully aware of how many you've been missing. It's like when you finally clean your glasses and realize, oh God, has everything been this blurry the whole time? You might feel grief for all the joy you scrolled past, all the sunsets you didn't notice, all the conversations you were physically present for but mentally somewhere else. That's normal. That's actually a sign it's working. You're not broken for feeling that. You're waking up, and waking up sometimes stings a little before it feels good. Gratitude isn't about denial. It's about giving your brain a break from constantly carrying the weight of everything that's hard. Think of it like this. If your mind is a browser with 27 tabs open, all of them loading slowly and draining your battery, gratitude is the one tab that says, hey, breathe for a second. You're doing better than you think. It doesn't close the other tabs. It doesn't fix what's broken, but it balances the equation a little bit. And sometimes that's enough to keep going. Chapter 4. 3 gratitude practices that don't feel fake. All right, let's make this practical. I tried the whole gratitude journal thing about 3 years ago and lasted exactly 5 days because I kept writing stuff like grateful for my health, and it felt so performative. But then I figured out what actually works. Here are 3 practices that don't require journaling, don't feel forced, and actually shift your mental state. The one good thing rule. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what's one good thing that happened today? Just one. Your brain can handle that. It could be tiny. I didn't have to wait in line at the coffee shop. My favorite song came on the radio. I didn't overthink that text for once. This trains your brain to automatically scan for positives instead of just problems. The 10-second pause. This one's my favorite because it's so simple. Whenever something pleasant happens, even for a moment, pause for 10 seconds and actually feel it. Don't just acknowledge it and move on. Let it land. Neuroscientist Rick Hansen calls this taking in the good, and it helps your brain store positive experiences instead of just skipping past them like they don't matter. It's like taking a mental screenshot. Appreciate something ordinary. Pick one thing you completely take for granted, your bed, your hands, running water, your ability to see, and just notice it for 5 seconds. Not in a dramatic, I'm so blessed way. Just notice it. I do this with my morning coffee sometimes. I'll just hold the mug and think, this is warm. It smells good. Someone grew these beans, someone roasted them, and now I get to drink this. Sounds small, but it genuinely shifts how you feel. Chapter 5. What actually changes? Here's the part most people don't tell you. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel warm and fuzzy. It changes how you show up in the world. When I started practicing this consistently, not perfectly, just consistently, I noticed I became more patient with people, including myself, less overwhelmed by my to-do list, better at connecting in conversations because I wasn't stuck in my head, less obsessed with achieving the next thing, more able to enjoy my life even when it was messy. Gratitude doesn't fix everything. Your problems don't magically disappear, but it makes everything feel more manageable. And that's honestly the point. So here's what I want you to do today. Find one moment, just one, something small that you can appreciate. Let it land, let it matter for 10 seconds. And if this video gave you something to think about, subscribe for more psychology and self-improvement-based content like this. By understanding ourselves better, we make life feel a little lighter, one small moment at a time. There's another video to check out now on screen. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.